G'day gang, it's Friday, it's a long weekend in Melbourne this weekend, and I'm down at one of my favourite spots to fish in the Golden Plains. We're on the Leigh River. It's just about first light. I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit lighter, then I'm going to head down on the river and we'll see if we can't get a trout again. So it's still very cold in Melbourne, so I'm still aiming for trout at the moment, and I'm coming to places where I know that there are trout. So today, we're on the Leigh River. I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit lighter because I don't want to be catching any blackfish. And we're going to get out there and see if we can't catch ourselves a trout. All right, we've still got about 5 or 10 minutes before I start heading down to the creek. It's just still a little bit too dark. As I said before, I don't want to be catching any blackfish and dealing with blackfish because they're protected at the moment. So I'll wait for it to get a little bit lighter and we'll head on down. We're just going to head down there and see if we can't get a trout this morning or maybe a redfin. So the plan today is to just hang around the Leigh River. There's a whole bunch of spots on the Leigh River here that I've fished in the past. We're going to work our way down to Inverleigh. Currently I'm just outside of Inverleigh. I'm between Inverleigh and Teesdale. And then once I'm finished down at Inverleigh, I'm going to start heading up towards Meredith. We're going to stop off at another place that I'm fishless at. And we're going to have a quick crack there towards the end of the fishing window in the morning, and we'll see what happens. So another 5 minutes, I'll get my gear ready, and then we'll head on down to the creek. And we're off. I've given it 5 minutes, not 10. Let's make our way down. Oh, is there a fence has been put up since I've been here last? Oh, that's all right. Let's go around this way. That used to be the path down there. Now there's a fence up. That's okay, let's go around. All right, so a fence has gone up since the last time I've come here, and I can't get round unless I jump the fence. But this is a pretty popular spot here. The farmer could come and see that I've jumped the fence, and let's just move to another spot. So that last spot I was at, I've been going down there for years. The farmer's now decided to put a fence up, and I can't access it. I can try and go around, but it's just way too steep on that bank for early morning to sort of manoeuvre my way down. So I'm right in the middle of Inverleigh now, and there's a spot down here I've fished a million times. I've always come up with something. So we're going to start here, and we're going to work all the way down the Leigh River and possibly to where it joins into the Barwon River. But for now, let's get down here and get a line in on sunrise. Okay, here we go. This is a great spot. I normally park here, but it's a bit wet and slippery this morning. Don't want to get the ute stuck. Plenty of water. All right, there's a great little seat down there. I'm gonna grab my seat and let's catch a trout this morning. Here's the seat. Keep watching this guy, get some good footage of this platypus. Alright, we've just had some platypus action down here this morning, so I'm going to get these rods and get out of here. Before I do, this particular spot of the river, in the past, I have caught heaps of eel and blackfish, and that's normally in the warmer months, so around about November. Heaps of eel come through here, heaps of blackfish. I've caught trout and I've caught redfin also, but not as much as the eel and the blackfish. Now we've just had a platypus come through here. I don't know how long it's been hanging around for. I haven't had any bites or touches. We're going to grab these rods and we're going to head downstream. Let's go. I'm trying to fall down the bank. All right. Beautiful morning. So it's starting to warm up quick now, which is good. Geez, it was freezing before. But we're going to head down there. Okay, there's heaps of river access down here. So we'll just pop in around the corner here and go all the way down around there. There's heaps of spots through here. There's a rabbit. There he goes. Can I get down here? Looks like I can get down here. Yeah, there's a path down here. Beautiful, let's go. Get the rods tangled on everything. Beautiful. All right, let's go. Let's get down here. Right, let's put the phone down and get tangled in everything. This is a great little spot here. I've been down to this spot before, but I've not done anything downstream yet. So we'll get a couple of lines in here for a little bit, and then we're going to keep heading downstream. It's down there by that log jam, and I've got this rod here about a metre off the bank near that log jam, and I'll fish this section next. And the other side of that big log. All right, let's grab a seat and wait. Right here looks like a good spot to sit. What a beautiful morning. There's no wind. It's still icy cold, but here we are on the Leigh River at Inverleigh. What a stunning place. Now we just need to catch a fish. And I still haven't had a single bite. We're only going to sit back for another 20 minutes at this spot, then we're going to head on the other side of that log. So far it's quiet. Back to waiting and waiting and waiting. Here we go. Let's wait. Go for it again. Come on. Oh, did I get it? Oh, I've missed. So there's something out there. I just got the line back in and rebaited, but there's something out there. Here we go, it's going again, I think. Just wait. Just when you think it's quiet and you're not going to catch anything, off goes the line. I wasn't ready for that. I had a strike and I missed it. All right, we're just going to kick back here for a little bit longer. Hopefully that comes back. There's definitely something on the bite. Have a look at that. There's a lure in the tree. Look at that. Let's get that out. That's a nice little lure. Fantastic. I'll put that in the kit and I might flick this around this summer and we'll see if we can catch something with that. I think that line's moving. Go on, let's go on. Here we go. Something's on that. Wait for it. Come on, take it. Oh, come on. Yep, we're on. I am on. I got it. Wonder what that is. Jesus, got some pull. Okay, what do we got here? Whoa! Jesus, got some trash. Is that an eel? What have we got today? What is that? What is that? Oh, it's a trout. It's a nice big trout. Look at the size of that trout. Let's get him out. Right, gang, there we go. There is a brown trout from the Leigh River in Inverleigh. And this is my lunch today. Yes! All right, gang. So there you go. I've just caught a brown trout here, just in that spot there next to that fallen down tree. I'm going to grab the gear, head back up on the bank here, and I'm going to head around the other side of the tree and see if there's anything around that side. But that brown trout, that's my lunch today. Let's get this gear in and move. Right, here we go. I'm up. We're out. We're going to head to the next spot. And it's going to be this way. I've never been down this spot down here. I don't even know if there is a spot here. There's some BMX jumps down here though. Rabbits. All right. It's fine. Let's go down here somewhere. Yep, there's access down here. This will do. Oh. All right. This is us. This is all right. Got a little bit of access here. Jeez, my hands are freezing. All right. Could get something in off the edge here. Okay. I'd like to get a line in down there where those trees are. See if I can get something in down there. Let's get a rod, get a worm on it and get it out there. The two lines are in. They're in that roughly the same area just down there. There's a beautiful spot down there, but I can't get down there. So I'm gonna have to get myself some ducks. Gonna have to make myself some access down there. We're not gonna do it this morning. My hands are freezing, but I'd like to get down there at another point. But for now, we'll just work this little bit of hole here for not for long, then we'll keep heading downstream. So here we are, gang. We are at the Leigh River in Inverleigh. We're 86 kilometres west of Melbourne. We're just outside of Geelong. The Leigh River is a tributary of the Barwon River. The Leigh River starts its journey just up near a place called Mount Mercer, and it flows downstream all the way to the Barwon River. And it joins at the Barwon River. It's just downstream from where I am. These are the lower reaches of the Leigh River. The junction is only about a kilometre from here before the waterways start to really slow down. But this river has got plenty of life in it. There's plenty of platypus, there's plenty of duck, there's plenty of fish, there's trout, there's blackfish, there's eels, there's redfin. This is one of my favourite rivers. This is one of the rivers that I learned to fish on, and it's always going to be one of my favourite rivers. Beautiful, just a stunning place. Anyway, back to fishing. Very soon we'll get these rods in and we're going to head downstream to the next spot. Beautiful. So they're Pacific black ducks, right there on that log. Alright gang, I haven't had any bites down here. I have made a lot of noise up here, so if there was anything, I've most likely scared it away. We're going to get these lines in and we're going to keep heading downstream. This is all new territory for me. I haven't been down here before. I don't know what's coming up, but it looks good. We'll head up this bank and let's keep fishing. We've just downstream a little bit, and this is just a beautiful spot as always. I've got my first rod down by that fallen log over there, and I've got my other rod just laying on the grass there, and that's over by that log. I've never fished this part of the river, so I don't know what to expect down here, but I'm going to sit away from the bank, just up here somewhere, and listen in for those bells. Because if I sit by the creek there, if there's any fish coming up, they're going to see me and they're going to take off. I need to find somewhere better to sit down. I haven't got my chair. Sometimes lugging the chair around is a nightmare, but sometimes you need the chair. Right, this is going to be us for a little bit, and then we're going to head off from this river. We're going to head up to Mount Mercer after this spot, and there's a few spots I want to try up there. I'm fishless up there, but I want to give it a go this morning. That's the plan. How beautiful is this spot right here? Oh, how good is it? Just stunning. Beautiful day, you can sit in the river there. Got your line in. Oh, just mint. That's just about it for the Leigh River here this morning. There's some beautiful spots just down here. I'm going to come back again at another time. Hopefully we'll get a blackfish or maybe a trout again. We'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to get these rods in. We're going to head into Bannockburn so I can pick up some supplies for later on. We're going to head into Mount Mercer, throw the lines in there at a few spots, and then hopefully by then it's time for catch and cook trout. Smoked. And we're off to Bannockburn. Let's go! Righto gang, I'm just about to leave Bannockburn. I'm all stocked up. I didn't have any coals to smoke up this trout, but I've got some coals now. So right now we're going to head 34 kilometres northwest of Bannockburn to a place called the Yarrawee River. Now the Yarrawee River starts up in Ballarat and heads south and turns into the Leigh River. But we're going to be on the Yarrawee side, not the Leigh River side. Hopefully there's no campers there. Hopefully we can get some lines in. It'll take me about 30 minutes to about 8:30 in the morning. Still plenty of time to get some lines in. I'm fishless out there, but let's see if we can change things this morning. Righto, let's hit the road. And we're off to the Yarrawee River. Let's do it. Right gang, and we're off. Now I've got my chair with me because I'm going to sit down here for a bit. I'm going to go through the footage, start editing, but we're going down to the Yarrawee River. There's plenty of water flowing, you can hear it. And here we are gang, the Yarrawee River. And this is where we're going to set up for a little bit down here. Fantastic. Let's do it. All right, so here we are, gang. I've got the rod set up here. Again, I'm just using a standard paternoster rig there. There's a sinker at the bottom, and I've got a worm about a foot up, just hanging off a little bit of tail there. Same with this rod, another paternoster rig with a worm on it. Now I'm going to do I'm going to send the first rod out into that moving water there. That's where the first rod's going to sit. Then the next rod's just going to go out there somewhere, maybe over near those rocks, and we'll leave them sit around there for a bit. Then we might head on over there. We might go down there a little bit. Who knows? So anyway, this is me for now. Could be an hour, could be half an hour. It's probably going to be an hour. I'm going to kick back and enjoy this beautiful morning. We've got a beautiful sunrise. Let's get these rods in and see if we can't catch another trout for the morning. Well, let's do it. All right, so the rods are in. Now, I'm fishless at this spot. I have had bites here in the past, but I've never landed anything. I know there's trout in here because I've seen them swimming around, and this is joined with the Leigh River, so at some point the trout are going to come up here. Now, I'm currently on the Inverleigh River, right down the bottom end of it before it joins into the Leigh River or turns into the Leigh River. So this is a tributary of the Barwon River still. Now this river rises way up in the highlands of Ballarat. I don't exactly know where the source is. I can't look at it now because I don't have any reception. But the vast majority of this river is inaccessible, including the Leigh River. There is a lot of it you can access, but again, the vast majority of it is farmland and it is inaccessible. So we can access this place because the roadway is just there, nice and easy to get down. Well, that's us. Rods are in. I'm going to have something to eat, something to drink, and then hopefully we catch ourselves a trout here. Stand by. Now, people camp down here. I've seen people camp here before. People come down and light a fire and so on, which is great. But I've seen people camp on that little island there, that sandbank there. Now, in the past, I have seen water come through here in a torrent. If there's a rain event up in Ballarat, up in the highlands there, and water comes through and you're camping there, well, you'll be in the Barwon River by 6 o'clock, I reckon. I'd camp up there a bit more somewhere, but probably not there. Now, where's the fish? Well, this has been absolutely sensational this morning. I haven't had a single touch on that rod, or that rod. I've got this beautiful sunrise. I've got the birds chirping, I've got the water in the background. The sun is warming right up. This has been fantastic. So I've been sitting down here for about 40 minutes, and we're going to do another 20. We're going to do another 20 minutes, and I'm going to get out of here and we're going to head to the final fishing spot for the morning, and then we're cooking lunch. So here we go. We continue to wait. All right, well, that's just about it for this spot down here this morning, gang. I'm still fishless down here on the Inverleigh River, but that will change. We'll come back up again. There's plenty more access up there. There's a trail there that takes you all the way up, and you can go, there's a whole bunch of spots you can go to. I enjoy this spot because I can sit back on the chair, relax, listen to the birds, the sun comes up, it's lovely. Before we go, let's just have a quick look around the place. We'll leave the rods in just in case I get a bite. But let's head up here and have a look. So as you can see, there's plenty of access down here. You can hear the river in there. There's plenty of access to get into the river there. We've got this beautiful bridge. Plenty of wildlife around. Plenty of access in there. It's just a really beautiful spot, easy to get to, just outside of Mount Mercer and Meredith. You've got this beautiful rock wall. Look at the size of that rock. Whew. And there's plenty more access around the back here. You can access all around the back down there as well. You just go in a different entry from the roadway. Just a beautiful spot. All right, let's get the gear, and we're heading to the final spot for the morning before I start cooking. There's plenty of access, gang. Here's where you park your car. I went down that way. You can also follow this track down here, and there's plenty of access all the way down there. I guess as far as you can go until you get to a farmer's fence, I imagine. Let's go down and have a look on the other side of the bridge. You'll see the access that way. Look at that pool down there. I'm gonna have to aim for that next time I come down here. That looks great. Just stunning, isn't it? Access all the way up there as far as you can go, I guess, until you get to some farmers' fences or whatever. But that's us, a couple of riders. And that's where I was just fishing, just in there. Look at this pool down here. Woohoo! So there you go, gang. That's the Yarrawee River, the bit that you can access. I don't know if there's any other access. A lot of it's just all farmland. But isn't that beautiful? All right, we're moving off to the next spot, and then it's lunchtime. Right, we'll just get this solar and everything turned back on. I don't like leaving batteries charging while I'm not anywhere near the car, just in case there's an issue, which is possible. Turn that back on there. 4 degrees is fine. Not 3 degrees. I've got some cans of drink in there. We'll keep them nice and cold. Righto, let's move. Righto, gang. I've been driving around trying to find somewhere where I can set up and get my smoker out and get this trout smoked up. But it's just been, there's been people everywhere. All the campsites I normally go to is absolutely packed. I've come to this last one today at Hunt's Crossing, and it's packed here as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to smoke the trout up, and I'm going to do it with some music or something over the background. I'll go through all the stages of how you prepare the smoker and so on and so forth. But I'm doing nothing to the trout. I'm going to clean the trout in fresh water, and the trout's going directly into the smoker. Nothing fancy, straight in. I'm going to cook this. We're going to smoke the trout up. It's going to go in the fridge, and I'm going to have it later on today with some biscuits and some cheese and a few other bits and pieces. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. So for now, there's people everywhere. I don't want to go disturbing the peace. I can be quite loud. So I'm just going to do a bit of a montage of getting this trout ready. And then I'm going to move off and I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. And then we'll have some cold smoked trout crackers later on this afternoon. Righto, gang. Here we go. I find myself back down to the Bostock Reservoir. As I was passing through, I thought to myself, let's stop at the Bostock and we'll flick around that lure I found this morning. That's a lure I found this morning down on the Leigh River. I've got that hooked up to the rod. The day has turned out to be absolutely beautiful. I'm going to finish off the catch and cook video down here a little bit later, but while I'm up here, it's the middle of the day, I'm going to go and walk the banks around the Bostock and flick this lure around and see if anything happens. All right. Now, I won't be able to film any of it because I film everything on my phone and I need both my hands, so I might not be able to film anything, but if I catch something, we'll shoot that. All right, let's go down and have a crack. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and we're going to go walk this bank. All right, let's go find a spot. We've got some fishers right out the back over there. We've got some kids throwing rocks in the lake, so we'll get away from them. We might go up around that corner there and see how we go. Still walking. Get away from the splashing and carry on over there. We might just go up to this point over here. Look at how this thing swims. Oh yeah, doesn't really do much. Oh, geez, I was getting right into that. I've just had an awful tangle. I didn't bring anything down with me. I'll take it all back to the car and I'll grab a couple of spinners as well and we'll have a crack. I've got time. I've got plenty of time to burn. Yeah, spewing. Now I've got to walk back up to the car, which is way up there. All right, let's do it. All right, I'm back up the car. Let's get this tangle sorted out. But look, gang, I'm predominantly a bait fisherman. I do have plenty of lures and spinners. There's just some of them there. I keep a little bit in my bag there, but I rarely do this. So what I might do, I'll just grab I'll take this with me, but I've got a couple of old school ones. These are off the old man. These are really old. I might flick that around and give that a bit of a crack. I've got a couple other little things there. You know, there's all kinds. I've got all kinds in this little thing here, but I've got heaps of these. And yeah, as I said, I really prefer sitting down on the banks and flicking lines out than walking the banks flicking lures. But I do have some time left today before I need to do me catch and cook. So I'll take this little thing out with me and a pair of cutters, and we'll flick some lures and some spinners around and just see what happens. It is right in the middle of the day, so anything can happen, I guess. Let's see how we go. I'm gonna put that old school spinner on first, and we'll give that a crack. Right, so here we go. I've got this old school spinner on. Let's have a look at it. Now that was the old man's spinner. I've got a couple of these. I've got a red one and a yellow one. That's made out of timber, and that's probably about 40 years old, maybe more. This is when the old man was fishing. So let's get that out there and see how it goes. Righto, check this out, gang. I've just found another spinner. Look at that. Just found another spinner here. It's obviously been snagged in these rocks. This one didn't do any good, so I'm going to swap it out with this one. But before I do, I might just go for a quick walk around and see if there's any other ones just laying around on the ground. What normally happens is they just get stuck underneath the rocks when you're trying to drag them in, and then it just snaps the line off. So let's have a bit of a peek around and see if we can find any. If we just go for a walk around like these rocky bits, we might find another one snagged here. Just stick with some line on it. Is there anything there? Here we go, yeah, there's a hook and line there. There you go, hook and line, we'll take that out, we'll get that out this way. We won't leave that there. Righto gang, here ends today's video. It's been a huge day. I've only caught that one brown trout down at the Leigh River in Inverleigh this morning, and then it was quiet for the rest of the day. I did do a catch and smoke video during the day today as well, so keep an eye out for that in the coming days. Also, it is a long weekend in Melbourne this weekend. I'm only going to be out today. On Monday, I'm getting the diff reconditioned on the ute, which allows me to go further and further out. I've got a whole bunch of new places to explore out west, places I've been to before and new places I haven't been to. So I'm really excited, I'm really looking forward to that. For this weekend, probably going to go and hit the bikes for the next couple of days. But gang, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you on the next video.